Okay, guys, so today I wanted to kind of explain why, well, not kind of, I do want to explain why I like playing older Minecraft and why I play the old versions of Minecraft more, and, why I am here playing this version of Minecraft. And obviously, there's a lot, I think I have talked about this before, but there's a lot of people, finally joining the channel, watching the channel, subscribed, they're new and I would like to explain to them why I play old Minecraft and why I don't like updating my game and all that, and why I don't want to really play new Minecraft. And I'm just going to get right into it. And the reason is, I just don't think the new Minecraft hits the same. It doesn't feel the same, it doesn't really play the same. There's a lot of things that just kind of they don't make it feel like what Minecraft used to be like, like back in the day. And, I grew up playing, not like the old versions, but I played some of the older versions, like, 1.7. That was like the version I started on. And, the Xbox 360 days and all that, right? Um, so I used to play, those versions of Minecraft. Like, Minecraft was very different back then and was made, like, kind of just how the game, played and how everything was designed back then was so different to how it was now. Uh, Minecraft, which is why, like, whenever I play new versions, they just don't feel the same. They don't hit the same. Especially since a lot of what Minecraft is like now. Like, usually nowadays, Minecraft is mainly like back then. It was made to be played single player. Just kind of that game where it was very simple to play. You can do whatever you want. And yeah, it still has that feel in the new versions, but I feel like a lot of what the new versions are mainly designed around is around multiplayer, because they always focus on advertising multiplayer in new Minecraft, so single player just doesn't hit the same as it did back then. But especially when they change the textures and all that, I know you could just change it back to the old textures, but like I said, Minecraft back then was very different and was made in a very specific way that just isn't the same as what it's like now. Which is why you always find me going back to, this version of the game. I always love playing this version of the game. I played this as a kid, and I get people who say it's just nostalgia, but like, yes and no, but I just enjoy the old versions more than I did in the new ones, which is why I always just like playing, this version of the game a lot more. Like when I started this channel, I started on this version of Minecraft because what was going on at the time, it was this whole new thing going on where everyone was playing Minecraft, right? And they're just making videos, doing commentaries like what I'm doing now, and pretty much how it was back like at that time is that everyone was playing like the new versions and some people were playing the old versions, and a lot of people seem to like to see the people play the old versions of the game, and me included, and I was like, well, I want to do the same thing, I can finally do YouTube if this goes off, right? And I played the old version because I was like, well, this is the version I started playing on when I was a kid, and that's when I enjoyed Minecraft, the most. Because around the time when Minecraft added the combat update, that's when Minecraft finally, started to really show that, hey, it's going in a different direction. It's not gonna be the same. And it kept going, it kept changing so much, where, like, after the combat update, the more the game changed, the less I played, and the more I just kind of started not really caring about the game, and stopped playing Minecraft. So, when that started happening, I was like, I might as well just stop playing. Like, I don't really care about the game anymore. But, once I found out you could play older versions of the game, that's when I started playing again. But, of course, since I played Minecraft for so long, it just knew it wouldn't be the same. I just never really played it that much. But now that I have YouTube, right, and I'm doing this on my channel and all that, it's really given me the motivation to really play Minecraft again and play more Minecraft, right? Because obviously you guys like to see it. I like this version of Minecraft. I like what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue playing, obviously. Like, I'm going to continue doing this because I enjoy what I do here. And I enjoy this version of the game, so I'm going to continue playing this version of the game. And like I said, now that I've returned to this version of the game, I want to I want to at least, just kind of keep expanding on this world, like since I've played this world in the beginning, right? I beat the game and all that, and then I moved on, played newer versions, and I came back and I was like, you know what? I want to expand on this world and play more of this because this is the world and the version of Minecraft that I have the most fun on, and if I can keep doing that, I will enjoy making YouTube videos a lot more, and I will obviously continue doing what I'm doing because, like I said, I enjoy this version more, and I will play this version a lot more. And without playing this version, without playing this world, I honestly wouldn't be where I am on YouTube if it wasn't for this version of the game. Because, I mean, in this world, because, like, obviously that's when a lot of people started watching my channels when I started playing this game, and especially Minecraft. A lot of people are interested in what I'm doing, people like what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. It makes me want to keep on doing more and playing the game even more. But yeah, just I will continue to do what I'm doing, because I love doing this. I love playing this version of the game. I love older Minecraft. It's just what I grew up on, and that's what I loved playing on because I think it was just the simplicity of it. And the fact that it was just a very simple survival game, you were very limited. It kind of feels like playing with Legos, because nowadays Legos has all these blocks and different, just stuff that you could do, where you could, like, make a lot of crazy stuff with Legos now that you have a lot of options. But back then, when I was younger, when I would play with Legos, I didn't have all the options in the world. And yet, I still love playing with Legos more then. And I think that's just what kind of really connected me with Minecraft, is the fact that it's just so simple, there's not a lot of blocks, you're very limited on what you could do, so you kind of just had to be creative with what you had, So it just kind of got me addicted because obviously, like, I loved playing such a simple game, it was very simple, very straightforward, at night, you need your weapons to survive, you need food to not die of starvation, there's just the simple stuff, right? And it just really made me, like, fall in love with the game, and the fact that, like, I compare it to Legos, like how it used to be back when I was a kid, because I have a whole tub of just Legos, but, like, they're not, like, special, like, bricks or anything. They're just, like, solid colors. We have some glass windows, we have some doors, we have some vehicles. The Lego figures aren't anything crazy. Some are, some aren't. We got, like, pirate stuff. We have some sharks. Just some stuff like that, right? Like, very simple Lego stuff. And, we do have some Star Wars, but not a lot. So it's like we have that limit, And it kind of feels the same when it comes to playing Minecraft, because obviously playing this, like, we are limited, Because obviously, look around here. Like, in the new versions, we probably have, like, a ton of insane biomes. The ocean has a bunch of stuff in it, but of course in this, like, there's nothing in the ocean. We have, like, your birch, oak wood. You got your grass blocks, dirt blocks. You don't have a lot of, like, options, and it just makes it really simple. Kind of when you have a world like this with, very simplistic blocks and all that, it just gives off a very different vibe, than what, the new Minecraft, because obviously new Minecraft has specific blocks and has specific textures, and obviously, the biomes are very different, especially with the caves and cliffs. It just makes the world look very different than what the old versions looked, and it just, it has a different feel to it, that doesn't make it hit the same. So, it just kind of is crazy to me that, just looking at the different versions, like, obviously there's just very, like, huge differences between the new versions and the old versions that just very differentiate the game so much. We're just, like, just seeing the simplistic, like, area of old Minecraft just gives off such a very interesting and different vibe that, honestly, like, this hits different, you know? Like, my house, people like the house, but, like, obviously people are way better builders than I am. Like, people build have way better houses than me, and I'm not good at building, but that's the best I could do. But, like, the thing is, like, Minecraft, back in the day, like, people didn't really know how to build cool, really good looking houses. So obviously back then, like, people didn't care how good your house looked. Like making a house like that was good enough, and you could call that home. Whether it looked good or not, like that was your house. Like people didn't really judge you how you made your house. So obviously, nowadays people care about how good, their house looks and they try to be super creative and all that. And I've never really been like that. I've never really been big on that. So that's why, my house may not look like the absolute greatest thing ever, but I just do my best. And I have fun with it. Because I mean, that's the whole point of this game is you do whatever you want, you can build however you want, whatever you want, just it's amazing because it's just a sandbox. You get a lot of freedom. And I know you have the nighttime, you gotta survive and all that, right? Like that's the whole point of survival. But like once you get up to a point where you're like loaded with stuff, like it gets easier and it gets harder to die. I don't know, it just hits different because especially in like the older versions, like the new versions, you can get a lot of stuff easily and surviving is easy. But once you get up to a point where you're playing like this version, like in the early days of your survival world in the old versions, like it really is rough. It can be rough, genuinely, and I really like that because once you get up to a point where you can't die easily and you're in a better position in the game, like it feels rewarding because you worked up to that point. So I don't know, it just hits different, because this all feels rewarding now that I've like beaten the Ender Dragon, gone up, worked so hard to get up to this point. Now I'm at a point where I'm like, man, I can do whatever I want now. Like I have beaten the main game. I have so many resources, I can finally just start expanding out and just kind of doing other things. I can start building things. I can start doing whatever I want with the game. It's a really good feeling because now I have a lot of freedom, you know? Because I mean, this whole thing didn't happen before the Ender Dragon. Like this whole like what the that whole mountain over there, that whole like room I made over here in this mountain didn't happen like this and that are completely new to the world. Those weren't there. Like after I beat the Ender Dragon and like stopped making videos on this world, like this was the world. But now I added that and that now that I'm back, right? Because I wanted to come back and just start doing stuff. I wanted to add to the worlds. So I was like, I wanna do all this because I think it'd be good. You know, it'd be fun to revisit this and just kind of start doing different things, start doing new things to the world. Finally, probably make the chest room right here that I talked about making so many times that never happened. Like just do all this different stuff. And it's just really gotten me really excited to play more Minecraft again. And it's just kind of crazy because I haven't been excited to play Minecraft in so long. And especially it's a good time for me to be making videos and stuff around now because with the hype of the Minecraft movie, I might as well take advantage of the Minecraft hype and continue making Minecraft videos. But because I mean I've already been doing that, but and I will continue to do so because I mean I've made so many Minecraft videos, not even just this world alone, but like the new world, the Skyblock world, that hardcore challenge that I did, that world that I can't revisit because I'm dead. I mean, I've made so many videos that I'm at like over 200 videos on Minecraft alone, and it's kind of crazy because at this rate, I want to keep making more videos, and it's gonna get up to a point where it's like, man, I'm gonna eventually hit 1,000 videos on just Minecraft, and that just sounds crazy to me that I will hit that at some point because I love playing on this world and I want to continue to do so. But yeah, honestly, enough of the ranting though. That's all I really want to talk about. I just want to rant today and just kind of explain why I like playing old Minecraft over the new Minecraft, why I like playing this world. Just wanted to make a video about it because I know a lot of people keep asking, why are you playing the old versions? Why don't you update your game? Are these just the old textures? Like, what's going on? And I just, I guess it more or less comes down to just, my childhood and nostalgia, which, I mean, even if I didn't play this back then, I love Minecraft, of course, but like whenever I play the new versions, like the more time goes on, the less I enjoy it. And whenever I come back to this version, like the old versions of the game, like not the old, but like the older versions, I always have a better time playing them, which is why I always stick to them. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be for this video though, you guys. Enough of the ranting. Sorry, this is a bit longer of a. This video's a little bit longer, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't mind. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video though, you guys. If you guys made this far into the video, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you all for listening. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.